Hello everybody, that we work the petition. In relation to the third development of technology, it will pin out the correlates of the realignment of time for the sun. Any sun in relation to the data core will be visualizing itself into the trans sun. The trans sun of the program will rewire itself into 30 dots in relation to the cake shop. Any cake shop in relation to the division to complex itself into network 5 will be the border in relation to the third development. The third development is an interlude of technology for the 1 pin, 8 pin, 6 pin in relation to the core. The core is the transmission of the element for the sun. Any sun in relation to the third development of technology will pin out itself into the consumption. The consumption is the Pitakaran and the Anana. The Anana is the third technology for 1 pin, 5 pin, 6 pin in relation to dot 5. And in that time, when it works out the data core technology, it will pin out the compliance of network 1. In relation to the third development of technology, it will pin out the compliance of network 5326, 5341, which is the border by the dimension. The dimension of the element will send sun through the signal of 3P, 3P, 6565, one time on time by the border. Any border in relation to the third technology will pin out the corrects of realignment of time. The spirit of the sun will map itself into the position of a timer to pin out the correct of the compliance. Any compliance based upon the teskama of law, based upon the element of law by the border is the fifth position for dot 5 in relation to the third development. The third development will say hey hey in relation to the border by the dimension. Any dimension in relation to the third rock, it will pin out the corrects of the realignment of time. The spirit of the sun will map itself into the position of a timer by the border of the demesel. In relation to the third development of technology, the demesel will pin out the corrects of realignment of time. For the border, any border in relation to the third development of technology, it will pin out the corrects of the confinement of life cycle. The life cycle is FG152948, which is the border of the dimension. In that way, the consequential material is 9326, 9324 in relation to dot 10, and in that day it worms itself out. The border of the dimension 1p, 6p, 9p, encrypt 1894, encrypt 5210, 634829, division 6 compliance network 1.